this an eyedropper, but not something that's
yeah, you can kind of
thing.
Is that digital?
Something that's thing.
Does that like fade in actually? I don't think that's actually for. No, wait. Okay, hold on. They like digitally removed it and faded it in. Is that a digital tear? What the? I gotta get the 4K. I gotta get this in 4K. That's like a fake tear. Barry sees out the window that the other Barry is coming home and he's like, oh no! But if the time zone was only things that were happening through his own perspective, then why did he appear in front of his house instead of at school where Barry was? Everything that was shown in the time travel thing was clear. True. It's funny how I just like forgot about, I had no idea that the video I was about to be editing was like an hour long. I just don't even, I don't remember, like it's just out of my fucking memory. And now I'm like back in it because the editors have sent me the fucking shit. Wow, okay, what the fuck? I'm shocked that Wondershare actually converted this properly. So I got in 4K. So now we can zoom. And we're gonna see his tear. Yeah, that's a fucking digital effect. It literally appears in one frame. I feel it. That's digital, is it not?
How can I help?
I don't think that's real.
The bar's that way. How can I help?
I don't think that's a real tear. What the fuck? Do I need to like cross-reference with a real tear in like someone else's eye?
How can I help?
I don't think that's real. Cry on stream. I wonder if I can. I feel like maybe I can. But the question is how I would cross-reference it. No, I'm not a great actor. I can't. I feel like I can trick myself into like almost having it happen. Like if I leave my eyes open long enough, then they get like kind of irritated and then it feels like I have to cry. Or if I like think of my there's something there. I feel like it's something I could learn to do if I really tried. There's something, I can feel something happening, but I get like psyched out. Now I'm like too comfortable. I would have to get like really lost in it. Can't do it. All right. How to cry on cue. Pro acting coach will have you crying in 90 seconds.
By the end of this video, you will be able to cry on cue.
What?
It's easier than you think. Let's say there's a scene where your character is saying their final goodbye to their best friend who is currently in a coma from an accident, and their family has decided to pull them off of life support. Instead of trying to be sad that your co-star, whom you barely know, is dying, I want you to think about the person in your life that would be the hardest to say goodbye to. Really think about who that person would be. It's likely a parent, or a sibling, significant other, friend, grandparent, child, or for some people, even a pet. But I want you to say their name out loud right now.
Ugh.
I want you to allow your mind to be present with them at their bedside.
Scar from The Lion King.
You're holding on to it. You got 5 minutes to say goodbye. Now, you can cry on cue. Or better yet,
I just want to see a tear. Okay, I want to see a close-up. All right. Okay, so this is a close-up of a tear dropping from a blinking eye, and we're gonna see if this. Yeah, so that looks very different. Thank you for the raid. That looks very different than. So with a reference of like one clip so far the tear didn't just like form in 2 frames with this one. The tier, but we'll look at some other ones. I was even playing it two times speed. Jesus. Yeah. That's very different. Okay, that's very different. That one's not coming from the corner. Everyone's teardrops are like way bigger than Ezra's also. Ezra's is fucking tiny. These. Those are funny. Okay, crying sadness 4K. This is a funny little adventure we're going on, though. Just looking at people crying. All this stock footage of people crying is pretty funny. This one doesn't have any audio. I don't know why. How much of this is even stuck? Okay, so far 100% of the tiers that I've seen on everybody else have been like way bigger. Like they've been like big tier. Okay, here's a tiny tier. All right, tiny tear. Although this one is kind of just placed on her face, and I don't believe she actually cried. Is that a way? Is that a way to like tell between like real tears and fucking eyedropper tears? Because so far every genuine tear that's come from someone was like way bigger. Am I learning? Okay, I don't want people with already cried faces. This is so funny. This is a great video, actually. That was huge. Every time I like try to cry, I can feel something happening, and then it just... It's like getting a shy bladder. This is great. I like this video. Oh, I got a little bit of tear. Yeah, it kind of like... Here's a real one. Okay, hold on.
After 14 takes, she was able to make it happen, resulting in that very good-looking shot. Kevin realized
14 takes.
All right, here's your big scene. Okay, cry. Nope. Nope, not there yet. You almost got it. Almost got it. There you go. Just keep trying. No tears. You're almost there. You're almost there. Don't worry. Okay. Don't worry. Still no tears. Do you have like scleroderma? Amy? Amy, do you have scleroderma?
I don't even know what that is, but that's funny.
$1.00 Adam is like a from soft playable character being taught how to express a basic emotion. Why? I'm sillying, I'm baby.
I'm just gonna have to cry. I'm just gonna try to cry. Play sad music? Oh, if I played like Lion King music, I would cry. Actually, let's do that. But I think I might, like, I can do this in private. I might be too self-conscious about it to get it, to replicate this. Because if I start crying, it'll be funny and I'll laugh.
Help! Somebody!
It is so sad. I almost got a tear. Maybe okay, wait. What if it needs to be in 4K? That was kind of shit quality, honestly. I'm just searching it up on YouTube. What if I watch the whole Stampede scene? Even if let's say I figure out how to get a tear out of my face by the end of this stream, I don't think I'd be able to fake like a fucking apology thing. I think that's digital.
How can I help?
I think that's a digital effect. I don't know. There's no way to know. Call Captain. Where's Mr. Disillusion? Just no other tier that I've seen looks like this, but I didn't have a lot of reference footage. It just fucking appears out of nowhere. Like the one frame different. Yeah, that okay. I'm not convinced this is a real tier. The one frame difference of it like showing up like that when like no other footage of tiers I've seen on the entire internet look like that. It's such a dumb face. I don't think it's real. It's so tiny. It does look weird. It does look incredibly unnatural. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, it doesn't leave a trail. And it just kind of disappears into their nostril. I don't... Okay, I can finally continue. It's been 30 minutes of just like being stun locked on things that I need to do, but we're just taking forever. Anyway, there's a scene where the second Barry needs to phase shift through a manhole, and he's not as good at it as the first Barry, so he hits his head as he's going through the manhole on the manhole, which wouldn't his head like detach if the rest of his body is because like I swear that was the implication, but
I need you to do that again.
like why else would the sound
I
effect
need
be
you
there?
to do that again. I need you to do that again.
It sounded like there was like a clang. Like when I saw it in the theater, I thought he hit his head. So I think I got this part wrong in the review unless they like re-edited the movie, but I don't know.
So I need you.
I think I probably just interpreted it wrong in the theater.
So I need you to do that again.
I just don't know what they're implying here.
So I need you to do that again. I need you to do that again.
Like what's happening? Like he doesn't fall straight through, right? We'll see what I say, but
Storm, this is the day.
it does like kind of look like it. I'm not convinced that that's the implication anymore now that I'm seeing it for a second time, but like
Remember when you phased through the floor? Yeah. So I need you to do that again.
like I don't understand the implication
Do
here.
that again.
So if we compare it to like him phasing through the floor the first time, he kind of just like whoop. He literally just like there's some resistance. So this accident hours and I also think it's funny that they have like a visual representation of him jiggling really fast. But if he is jiggling really, like, we shouldn't be able to see, like, him shifting, like, this dramatically. Like, this is a weird effect. This is a very weird effect. This is a terrible effect. Somebody could GIF this in a weird way. This is a terrible... It just looks so cringe. I think it's better if we just start over and have a different, like, most popular non-binary actor, you know? I think it's good that we just don't have Ezra. When? Here we go. The PogChamp. Oh my god. And I lost it because I thought that I was more zoomed in than I was. Where the fuck am I? I was right there. I had it. Fuck this program. Fucking let me go. Get me out of here. There we are. So I'm kind of impressed that it seems like I found like a 4K download that doesn't have HDR on it, from what I can tell. Unless it is on it and I just didn't notice. Yeah, damn. I want more people to upload fucking 4K shit without HDR. That would make things so much easier for like editing in 4K timeline. Like that would have made this whole Sonic's problem was that Sonic's had to remove like HDR from the Boss Baby. If we had more people doing like 4K uploads that just weren't HDR, then that would be great. But you like HDR?
Stinky poop.
The option, I
Funny
mean.
poop, poop, funny wee. How ye more poopy, good poopy, poopy, foopy, ha ha ha.
I think part of the success of Uh-Oh Stinky is that weird fucking face. Like whatever that orangutan. It's weird how orangutan, I think of it with a G at the end, but there is no G. It's orangutan. But does anybody pronounce it orangutan? Because that's how it's spelled. Right? Am I crazy? Orangutan. There's no G. I think it's correctly spelled with no G. Isn't that crazy? I think it's spelled orangutan. I'm going to look it up. Yeah, it's literally orangutan. Orangutan? Glad I tan? It's orangutan. There's no G. Everybody pronounces it with a G at the end, but no, there is no G. Mandela effect? No, there's never been... It looks weird spelled with a G, and everybody pronounces it that way, but it looks weird, like it doesn't... It's not the correct spelling. Oh, there's a different page for English? Which English? Alternative form? Alternative form? Boo. It's not right. Incorrect. That's incorrect. All right, so that's done. Converting. What a shit movie. I hate it. I'm mad that that I'm so busy and then every once in a while I'll I mean, I did consciously watch The Flash. I did choose to watch it. But I'm pissed that it wound up being one of those, so bad that I had to, yell in my room for a long time about it. Just, so much time and energy going into this shit.
Come here. I love you so much.
It's so bad.
I love you so much.
There's another, tier that just exists. I think this is a digital... this is also a digital tier. Is it? No, that might be a real tier. I'm getting really skeptical now. That one looks more realistic. It actually left a streak. But that's a good comparison, at least. Because now we know that tiers do leave streaks, right? If that's real. I don't know why the other one didn't leave one. It could be a trick of the light. Quote, annihilation. This is I'm convinced at this point.
How can I help?
That's just so... That's a very fake looking... Yeah, I'm convinced.
Innocuous.
Disappears and... Thank you. It doesn't leave... Yeah, it literally doesn't leave a trail. And then it just disappears behind his, nose. This is for sure... I'm convinced. It took some thinking. It took some investigating, but I believe that is a digital effect, and I think Captain Dissolution would probably agree. Don't don't use your brain. I bet you're fun at parties. Stop thinking now. Anyway, That's a good emote.
Brain off. Stop thinking about the words I'm saying. Don't.
I think this is kind of funny. Problems, but this does occupy space in my brain. Just watch the review and turn your brain off. I don't remember much of what I said when I recorded this, but I was clearly very angry, and it's crazy how like defensive I got. Which it's funny because that was like right after I saw the film, and maybe I was expecting people to like this movie, like anyone. But I guess nobody does.
I do.
Do I think this is gonna be a full YMS review? Whatever I recorded so far, I mean, like it's like an hour long. I don't know what you want. Me going through interview footage. I don't have the time to make everything a YMS review, so it's like, yeah. I am pushing myself to my limits to get this out. So I'm spread thin already. I could title it as such and get more views. There has to be some sort of standard. I think I've decided, because it's definitely not a full YMS review. The fanboy edit of the Little Mermaid thing, I was comfortable calling that. This, it's long, and I'm yelling, and there's funny edits. But I think I'm just going to title it The Flash Sucks in all caps. Bring it back to like my literal like first titles on YouTube. Tom and Jerry Scream. Where's the... Just give me the one soundbite. It's such a weird scream. Both get struck by the lightning bolt, so Barry too. That's such a dumb sound effect. That works pretty well. So the second Barry's like, I have powers? Wait, he's Batman?
Wait, he's Batman?
The second Barry... I wonder if I should replace... So what's happened here? There's like a bit of a low bassy note. In the Wait He's Batman clips, and I use it so much, and I told the editor, like, just throw in the Wait He's Batman. Wait He's Batman. We're gonna make it a meme, right? Wait He's Batman? Because I just hate the voice so much. I keep like making fun of it. He's Batman. It's always fun when my like hatred for someone or something just is really apparent. You know, that's always fun. Worst thing. What a bad choice. What a bad choice for like the music. This is fucking this, especially with the lyrics. Oh my god. It's a very bad film. Like, so because the Flash went back in time like 10 or 15 years, they determined that Arthur Curry, who is Aquaman, was never born. But isn't the Flash like the youngest fucking character in the entire Justice League? Aquaman is older than the Flash. The Flash time traveled to back when he was a kid in the 90s, not before Aquaman was a kid in the 80s. Why did him moving a can of tomatoes in the 90s affect things that happened before that? In this very same scene, they beat us. I think this does get explained in the fucking spaghetti scene. I'm just gonna have to. Us over the head with an unfunny. It's confused. I think I will have to like delete some of the stuff. A recurring joke about Back to the Future, and the first Barry's like, "Yeah, Back to the Future with Michael J. Fox," and the second Barry's like, "No, it's Back to the Future with Eric Stoltz. What are you talking about?" And all of second Barry's roommates are like, "Oh yeah, it's Eric Stoltz in Back to the Future, not Michael J. Fox." Which again, I mean, Back to the Future came out in 1985. Man of Steel is set in 20. So yeah, I think this does get explained, so we'll just have to keep watching. Zod is coming down to do the bad things and kill people in 2013. In this very scene, their computer screens and the web pages they're browsing look like they're from 2013. Barry just turned... So yeah, I might just have to like cut this part.
18 one day ago. That's when he got his powers. That means he was born in 19.
It's not a good explanation, but they do address it.
So now Batman makes spaghetti and they talk about why time isn't doing the things that they want, and Batman's like, okay, so you thought that you were just changing the future, but you also changed the past. So at least the movie is addressing it. Batman shows them to cook spaghetti.
Okay, so yeah, I did figure that out as I was recording it.
Addressing it.
So I think I will wind up cutting a bit of this because I do like the movie addresses it, but it's like okay, so it's still very dumb, and I still want to complain about it, but it is addressed. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, they keep going back in time into the Chrono Bowl, and they keep trying to save Batman and Supergirl, who are still the correct Batman and Supergirl.
This character model thing looks so bad. This is like one of the worst looking things in the entire movie.
They keep trying to save Batman and Supergirl, who are still the correct Batman and Supergirl. There's really no reason.
No, not her. Like the thing in the bat. Like this fucking thing. Like this isn't supposed to be like a video game. This isn't supposed to be a PS3. Like in the context of the movie, it's not a PS3 game. I know it looks like a PS3 game. Here, let's find the 4K clip. Like that looks horrendous. It looks like so bad. I am wasting time looking for this clip. We know it looks bad. I need to do my shit. Sorry. Yeah, so what the... Is that an effect that the editor added? Or did they actually put 4 berries and then they never interact with each other?
Be duplicating themselves.
What? Okay, I'll figure out that part. I don't think the editor... That's a very complicated effect for the editor to put there. So do they actually show 4 berries and they never interact? Or what the fuck is this? What the hell is even happening in this shot?
They both went back once. How come they didn't see Barry 1 and 2 there? There should be 4 berries after both of them try to go back to change the fight scene the first time. One of them continues to go back and do this multiple times, and every time he comes back, he's like, Barry, why don't you go out there? I need you in there. Where are you? But even if the first Barry didn't go back out there to help him, he was already there. So what do you mean he's not there? He is there because he was. If Barry number 1 stays in the Chrono Bowl, and Barry number 2 is leaving the Chrono Bowl to go back in time and change the outcome of the fight scene, there should be at least 3 berries fighting there, because the entire reason why there's 2 berries right now is because if you go back in time and do a thing, there's another Barry there. They didn't go back in time yet. They're still there. You're gonna meet yourself. There should have been 4 berries fighting when they went back the first time. Why not? So the second Barry just keeps going out and trying to change things.
Does this make sense what I'm saying, or is there like another explanation for this shit too? I want to be like accurate, and it's kind of fucking, it's kind of complicated. There's a lot of dumb shit happening, and I just want to make sure that my criticisms are actually real criticisms. I talk about that in the beginning of the review, and that it's kind of misleading what people are pretending was said there. He like kind of sneakily pretends that they were asking him a different question and basically non-answered. He's like talking about a different part. Imagine like taking this dramatically seriously.
Harry, go again. Harry, go again.
His eyes. That pretending to cry. Harry. Fucking fluttering. Harry. Look how fucking fast his eyes go.
Harry, go again.
Barry. Why? I just don't understand why Ezra Miller is like, why people wanted them to be famous. Like, why did other people like support this?
Come on.
People dying in media is just so like it removes the significance of death. Like in this way, for every fucking death to be this dumb cliche thing, like this, like just and then they stop moving and then they're dead. Like, what is it? How can you like show the concept of death and have it so meaningless? You know? How can you have it just be so meaningless? Yeah. And
Hey. Hey,
Be okay.
Nothing's so good.
Be okay.
That's funny.
Look at me. Look at me. You're gonna be okay, baby.
you're gonna be a gay baby.
Okay, baby.
Nothing's so good.
Baby.
Nothing's so good.
Hey, 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 hey. 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 Hey.
It's pretty good.
Hey. 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 Hey.
Harry. Harry. You can't do that.
Maybe some other time.
Harry. Harry.
I don't know why that's so funny.
Harry.
If a person is stupid enough to mess with time, what you eventually end up with is this. The multiverse.
It's really dumb what this conversation justifies, and how there's also no reason for Batman to have this information. And he just kind of says that he's pretty confident about how time travel works, and then it informs the rest of how characters act for the entire movie. All it took was for Batman to say there are inevitable intersections, and then for the rest of the movie, the Flash is like, "Guess I gotta kill my mom." It doesn't make any fucking sense.
What you did, but
The entire concept of major and minor changes is like made up anyway. Who's judging what makes a major or minor change? Is it the number of molecules that you move? Like, what? That doesn't make any sense. That's just an entirely subjective, like, human-centric thing.
The same security camera footage, Exhibit F, in the original trial was initially considered useless, but has now been enhanced. using the latest tech from Wayne Enterprises.
That's very, very dumb. I think I'm too busy to go on to include a little rant about this, but like the fact that they had this footage and then I guess some technology came out to enhance it. Like, are they using interpolated footage? Like, are they using like a computer's interpretation of images as admissible evidence in court? That doesn't make any sense. Like, either the footage captured something or it didn't. Like, the vague enhancing sort of thing, right? Like, that's so weird.
Here.
As if this footage wouldn't have shown him there in the first place, right? But like, look how they showed how it was broken before. They're like, oh, see? You can't really tell that it's him. Like, you'd be able to get a screenshot out of this. You'd be able to get a screenshot out of this. It doesn't even show you the part of him looking up yet. Like, what the fuck? What are we talking? What caused this to happen? What caused this to happen with the footage?
In the original trial.
It doesn't make any sense. And then also they're like, Wayne Enterprises is the tech. So like Batman saved him. Like, okay. What I don't have time to put in the review, but we can put in the like highlights, editing highlights or whatever, Olivia, is that it's extra stupid. The footage is not admissible, even though he is looking up. And it had to be enhanced by Wayne Enterprises because the footage was too glitchy before. It's like, what was... Wouldn't the issue with the first, if let's say you didn't put the tomatoes on the top shelf, if it was so glitchy that you couldn't tell it was him even looking up, how did you know that he needed to look up if the first, like, because the video footage would have been glitchy in the first timeline too, right? I don't know.
Harry.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. My $5 and up patrons of October 2023 are Clarice Carlson, Morgan, Tyler Cukes, Nico Fuentes, Joel999, Wrigglemoss, Speak of the Joker, Scott S, Jonah Fart, Sknot On, Happy the Knife, Coolest Shirt, Just a Portuguese Dude, www.openclassactions.com, Emil, Blank, Judam the Kinslayer, Big Guy, No Rope, T-King, Saliv88, Yup, Caden Mac, Charisma, The Super One Player, Zachary Kane, Gilly Flower, Purple Fire, Gabriel Herrera, Hoofy Doe, and Lemonade Warrior is participating in the hit game Among Us and is considered the encroacher. Stay safe out there, everybody.